continuing with this batch Apex, in this last in this asynchronous Apex, let's look at some of the. This is possibly the last of the videos of asynchronous Apex. Okay. So, what are some of the advantages of batch Apex? So, it can process up to 50 million records. It can be scheduled to run at a particular time that we have seen, and asynchronous processing. You can check the job and all that. But what are the disadvantages? Interviewer may ask you like, okay, everything is great, then what is the disadvantage? So up to 5 concurrent jobs only can run at one time. There is a limit over there. It is difficult to troubleshoot. Okay, execution may be delayed on server availability. Now what happens is, since it runs asynchronously, if resource and server are not available and there is heavy normal operation going on, then it may get delayed execution. And again, as we have already seen, batch Apex cannot call future methods. So if you want to do a call out or something, you cannot do that. You cannot call future methods. Now, one of the last of the asynchronous is called as queueable class. Now, what is a queueable class? So the example is over here. It implements the queueable interface. Okay, and it just has one method. That is again like schedulable. This one implements queueable, and it has one method where you write all your logic inside, whatever processing you want to do. I have given a very simple example over here, but you can do complex processing. The biggest benefit is this one can take parameters of different types. Now again, this also you have to enqueue, saying like system.enqueue job, and then you will create a new instance of this and give you a job ID. The same way you can check in the query, or as well as you can do a query for it, or you can also check it from setup. So the last major thing I want to cover here is, the question is, what is the major benefits or pros and cons of each? Okay, so the interviewer will ask you, tell me in brief, what are the things, what can batchable do, what can a future method do, and queueable. So batchable is good at processing large records, 50 million. You can schedule it. So 5 records running concurrent jobs limit, and you have to have, if you want to do error handling, it has to be in detail. Okay, for troubleshoot. Upgrade future, quick asynchronous processing. So typically one record at a time or something like that. DML or web service callout you can do. Avoid mixed DML, and you can do a web service callout. You can call out HTTP callouts. It is faster than batch, easy to implement. Disadvantage is it accepts only primitive data type arguments. You cannot pass S objects. That we have already seen in the future slide, right? So we have covered, and you cannot change jobs. You cannot call one feature from another, and it is hard to monitor. Queueable is quick asynchronous processing that supports primitive types, faster than a batch, ability to you can change jobs, can't have more than one job doing callouts within the chain. Okay, so and it can be monitored. So these are some things that you have to at least keep in mind. You may mostly get questions from @future and batchable in depth. Queueable, they may generally ask you broadly, because my experience, generally you use batchable and @future to a very large extent. I'm talking about even in major companies. These are the two things which are used heavily. Okay, anyway, I hope these things have helped you prepare for your interview, or at least review your certification exam, or just to get ready for an interview. Okay, all right, I'll see you in the next video with more questions.